What's up guys, I'm Newbie Dave and today we're finishing our storage building. Let's get started. So what's going on guys? Hope you're having a fantastic week. I apologize that there was no weekend update last weekend. Honestly, the time just kind of got away from me and it was Saturday night and I realized I hadn't recorded anything. And I certainly didn't want to try to just rush something out because I had a bad experience the last time I just crammed a video out really fast just to get something out. And also, my numbering kind of got off. I realized this doesn't matter at all. But my weekly episodes were always even numbers and my weekend updates were always odd numbers, and that got off when I moved and started the series back up again. So this should get things back in sync. And besides, I want to finish the storage building today, and that's really more than a weekend update is going to take. And I was also going to do the sliding doors, and that's also a little bit more than a weekend update. So yeah, it's okay. It's okay that we didn't have a weekend update this weekend. We'll get back on track today. Now, last week we started the storage building. Yes, it looks kind of bare bones because we didn't finish it. The plan was to do it in 2 parts, and today we're going to finish it up. I was going to make this thing 2 stories. I've kind of changed my mind. I don't really need it to be 2 stories. I think I have enough chests just on this level for now. And what I think I want to do instead, rather than spending time doing a whole second story that's really just going to be pretty much identical to the first story, I'm just going to cap this off. I'm going to put a roof on it, but I'm going to do kind of a fancy roof that'll give us a little bit more space on the back wall where we can put another maybe another 2 stacks of chests on top if we need the extra space. I don't know that we will. I think this will be enough storage. If we need to, we can put some chests in between these, like going this way, which should still leave us plenty of room to get to everything. So I think we're good. I don't need like 200 chests in a storage building. So what I'm going to do, you've probably noticed I've already moved everything in. I got rid of all my shulker boxes. And I went ahead and started putting some of the stuff in the chest, but you can see I've got like grass and sand and dirt, and I've got some stone and everything. Nothing's labeled yet. So before we do anything else, before I forget where everything is, we need to make some item frames and start labeling this stuff. Now you could just put a sign on the side and say, okay, this is dirt. We put a sign there that says dirt. That's kind of what I did in my starter house. That's fine if you only have a handful of chests, and honestly, you're probably going to remember what's in them without needing to look at the signs. When you have a whole room like this full of chests, you're not going to be able to see and read the sign way over there when you're standing back here. So item frames, in my opinion, is a much better way to go. So what I'm going to do, this is kind of my crafting chest. This is where all my crafting supplies go. I'll get some leather and some sticks, and we'll make a couple of item frames, just a few to get started. That was weird. For some reason I couldn't make the item frames. I thought the game froze on me. Okay, we'll just make a few to get started here. And I'll label these first because each of these has a different type of wood in it. So I've got my oak wood, I've got my spruce wood, dark oak. I'm missing jungle. There will be a 6th one for jungle. So we'll go ahead and put an item frame there, but we're not going to fill it with anything because we don't have anything to fill it with just yet. And what I'm going to do, what I like to do with my wood storage, I'll use spruce as an example because I've already got some spruce stores in here. I'm not going to fill up a double chest with spruce logs. And so what I like to do is just basically anything that's made out of spruce will go in here. So spruce planks, spruce stairs, spruce slabs, spruce doors, spruce signs, maybe even spruce saplings. Right now I've got all my saplings in I forget what chest it was. See, this is why we need to label things. There we go, my organics chest. Yeah, I think I'll put the saplings in here as well. That way if I need to plant more spruces, I know I just go to my spruce chest. So that's kind of what I'm going to do, and you've seen it, you see it here as well. I've got, sand and gravel and glass because, I'm not going to fill up an entire double chest with sand, and so it makes sense to put glass in here because glass is made from sand. And I don't like gravel, but I need some of it, and so I'm just gonna throw it in there because it's kind of sandy. Like they both fall. They both obey physics. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to label each of these things, and just keep in mind that not every single chest is going to be made up of a single item. I'm going to kind of group similar things together when it makes sense to do so. So we'll get some more item frames. I know I've got dirt down there, so I'll go ahead and mark this one. You'll probably also notice that I like to fill my chests with a bunch of just single stacks of stuff. And the reason I do that is, especially if you're going to mix things together in a chest, it's just a really good way to keep it organized. Doesn't really matter with my grass, because apparently I'm planning on filling this entire chest with nothing but grass. But you can kind of see it with my sand chest up here. If I only have like 3 full stacks of sand, and if I just had 3 full stacks of sand, and maybe I go do something with glass, and then I come back and I drop the glass in here. Well, okay, that was a bad example because I already had a stack of glass. So I come back and I drop some glass in here. Well, it goes to the first empty slot. And so you end up getting things all mixed together. But as long as you have a stack that is not full within that chest, when you try to add something to the chest, it'll go into the first available stack of the matching type. So this way I know all of my sand is going to go on top, all the gravel is going to go below that, all the glass is going to go down here at the bottom, and it just keeps it nice and organized. Now for stone, I've got enough stone to fill more than a single double chest. So I'm going to only put stone in here. Like I said, I've got these 2 full shulker boxes just packed full of stone. I've got another double chest back at my original base full of stone. So only stone's going to be in there. Eventually I'm going to put other types of stone like andesite and diorite and granite and stuff like that in that chest. I'll go ahead and put an item from there. And I could probably put my iron in my crafting chest because it is kind of a crafting item, but I've got so much of it, I'm just going to put it in its own chest over here. Actually, it does make sense to keep it by the the crafting supplies. So I'm going to put it over here under the crafting supplies. Apparently that one is going to be wool, so I'll put it above crafting supplies. Now I always kind of struggle with how to label my crafting chest because this is just a big box of random stuff that's all going to be used for crafting. And so, I don't know, maybe crafting. Hey, I don't know why that never occurred to me. I'll label it with a crafting table. That's like my no dumb moment of the day. Yeah, there we go. That makes a lot more sense. I think I usually label it with like a stick or a lump of coal or a diamond or something. Alright, now you don't need me narrating what I'm going to label everything, so I'm going to finish this up really fast, and then we'll move on to the next step. Alright, so phase 2 of this project today is going to be actually putting a roof on top of this thing. So like I said, I'm going to do something a little bit fancy. I'm going to use some glass and some dark oak, specifically some dark oak slabs, so I'll make a handful of these. And come around to the outside here, get up on top. And I think what I want to do is, I'm already a little stumped. I'm going to do slab, plank, and then slab, just do kind of a gentle stair step going up like this. But then inside here, I'm going to do glass like this. And then on the next level up, glass like that. And I'm not just going to keep going up in a straight line. I think I'm going to taper out and just go straight back at some point. Maybe there? I don't know. And then we'll do another row of glass like that. And I think that's all the glass I'm going to do. So behind that, I'll probably just do another row of slabs. And as previously mentioned, it was my plan for this to be built kind of into the mountain. So the fact that I'm running into stone right there, that is perfect. I'm not going to break that stone away. I'm going to leave it. And then behind this, we'll just do more slabs at the same level. So let's take a step back and see how this looks. Yeah, I think that's okay. It's from this side, maybe I'll do like a little window or something right there, just to kind of break up the monotony. It's going to look a little bit different once I get the doors in, because this is not the finished side of the storage room. On this side, I'm going to do, again, I'll do some more decoration. This is not the finished facade of this thing, because right now it does look a little bit plain. But the whole point is I want it to feel open to the sky from the inside. And since the back half is going to be built into the mountain, that's why I'm not going back all the way with glass. But I do want glass on the front so I can kind of see out, because this is such a cool area. I love the floating islands above me, and I don't want to close that off with a ceiling. So this is interesting. I have no cobblestone because I've been digging everything out with my Silk Touch pickaxe, and I didn't bring any cobblestone, so I'm going to have to put down some stone and then mine it back up again just to get some cobblestone. So while we're waiting for the glass to smelt up, I went ahead and put in the ceiling, the roof on this side. I'm going to replace that dirt and just fill the rest of that in with stone. And then most of this area I only dug out to as high as you can see right there. But I've got the dark oak going up one more level. I'm going to go ahead and mine out at that level. So I'm going to go up one more, which will give me a little bit more space if I need to put in some more chests later. So anywhere that there's not stone, like, there's stone there, but on this side I'm going to go ahead and put slabs, and I have to go up on top because I can't reach from the floor. So I'll put slabs at this level, going all the way back. I'm not going to fill it all in with stone. Alright, so that takes care of the roof. Let's come down here and see how it looks. And it's still kind of hard to tell because we haven't finished the outside. So the outside still looks kind of boring. But if we look at it from this side, it definitely looks like it's going back into the mountain. In fact, I think I'm going to put in some more dirt and grass on this side to kind of cover the terracotta so that it kind of completes the illusion. Let's see, how's that look? Yeah, that's even better. So this thing's definitely going into the side of a mountain. Come in here, you can see the mountain on the top there. I need to do something with the back wall. I don't like that. It's not done. I didn't just leave it that way. I haven't decided what I'm going to do there. Maybe I'll take the terracotta up, but the terracotta stops at that height all the way around. Maybe I'll just do dark oak all the way around. Let's see, how's that look? Yeah, I like that. I'll just do dark oak all the way around on the back. And I could also do dark oak for the entire roof on the inside, but I like leaving it that way. I like the illusion. I guess it's not really an illusion. I like the appearance of it being built into the mountain like that. So yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm happy. Alright, so now we can finally turn our attention to these automatic doors. So the basic principle of an automatic door is pretty simple. What we're going to do is just build a couple of pistons. Let me see, I need cobblestone for pistons. Put all my cobblestone in here, I might as well label it. So we'll get some cobblestone, we'll make a couple of pistons. There we go, we need 4. And then we will turn these into sticky pistons by just combining them with slime balls. So the idea is pretty simple. All you do is you put a sticky piston on the ground, you put a block in front of it, you connect that sticky piston to some sort of power source which will extend the block out. And so as long as the piston is powered, the block will be right here. So this is going to be the entrance in this example. That's not the entrance to my storage building. And then when the redstone signal is turned off, then it retracts. You're going to have like a pressure plate or a button or something that allows you to just temporarily deactivate this thing. You have the sticky pistons powered all the time until you want to go in, and then you power them off to retract them and they go back in. What makes it more difficult is as you stack the sticky pistons like this, you now have to get a redstone signal into that top block, which on Java Edition is a little bit simpler because I think you can just transfer the redstone signal through the bottom one into the top. On Bedrock Edition, you have to actually explicitly send the signal into the upper block like that. And so now if we put a redstone signal right here, both of them get powered on. And now we've got a door that is 2 blocks tall. And we can do the exact same thing on the other side. So I'll have 2 pistons on one side pushing this way, 2 pistons on the other side pushing the other way, and we'll have our 2x2 door. As you can see, as you make this thing bigger, it gets a lot more complicated, because if you wanted a 3x3 door, well, you can have 8 pistons around the outside, but what do you do about the middle block? Either you leave it empty, which is no bueno if you have skeletons outside your door, or spiders or other small creeper things, or you have to do like some sort of system where you have sticky pistons that move other sticky pistons, it just starts getting a lot more complicated past 2. And so that's why I'm only doing this 2x2. Alright, I am not going to use cobblestone for my actual doors. That was just an example. So let's start with this door over here because I've got more ground to work with already. And some of this I'll also need to fill in. Okay, so the idea is we will put a sticky piston, let's see, it needs to go right here and one right there. And then we'll put one there and there. And then when these are powered on, it will push a block right in front of the doors right here and here. But that means that we also need a block next to this bottom one to transfer the signal into the top block. And in keeping with the theme of this building, I'll just go ahead and do that out of terracotta. So I'll put redstone on top, redstone on top. And to power this, we're going to do a redstone torch underneath it. So now we need to dig out under this thing a little bit. We're going to go 2 blocks down. Okay, yep, okay, that's good, yep. So we'll go 2 blocks down, and we're just going to fill this whole bottom area with redstone. Just blah, 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 blah. And I guess technically you don't need it here and here, because those are just going to be normal ground. Yeah, so we'll save ourselves a little bit of resources. And then we're going to do a redstone torch under that block, and redstone torch under that block. Now you can see all 4 sticky pistons are pushed out. So now all we need is some way to turn these sticky pistons off when we want to get in. So to do that, I'm going to use some pressure plates. I need to get back into my storage building to make those. And I think I'm just going to go with stone pressure plates because it will blend into the ground outside, and so it won't be quite as noticeable. So where our pressure plates are going to be, and we want to measure this out. I'm actually going to go back a little bit farther than this with the pressure plates because anything can trip a pressure plate. A creeper can trip a pressure plate, and I don't want a creeper to come up, walk on this pressure plate, the door's open, and he just comes right into my storage building. So if I move it a little bit further back, it should delay the opening enough that I can run through, but other mobs won't be able to get in. The door should close before they get in there. All right, so we'll take, we're going to bring the redstone all the way up to the blocks that our pressure plates are going to be on, and we'll go under them like that. Now I can close all this up. And let's see, our pressure plates will go here and here. So now when I step on these, it transfers the redstone signal through the block that the pressure plate's on to the redstone underneath that. If I break this, you can see that that's all lit up now, whereas normally it is deactivated. So it powers on the redstone, which then powers off the redstone torches, which turns off the pistons, and they retract. You step off the plate, and they go back to being turned on, and the door closes. So it's a really simple design, and you can see it's pretty compact. We'll come build something around this later, so you won't even see the sticky pistons. But now we also need to get out, because we can get in just fine, but as soon as we're in, we need to get out as well. So what I'll do is the exact same idea. We're just going to dig through on this side a little bit. We'll go underneath, and we're just going to connect this side with redstone dust as well. So now we've got our redstone dust coming under the door on this side, and this time I don't need to space it quite out as far because I should be the only one that ever gets in here, and so I can just run across this and leave. So we'll put the floor back, we'll put some pressure plates on top of that, and now from the inside we can also open it because it's all just connecting to the same redstone dust. So now we fill this in with a block of your choice. I'll probably come back and do some flooring here to match the rest of it, but for now I'll just fill it in with stone. And there you go. There's your automatic door, except we're missing the door. So what I think I want to do is the same kind of crazy idea that I had for the front and back windows. I want to use black glass, and really for the same reason, so you can see out through the door. So let me stain this black really fast. And I'll put some black glass there, there, and there. And now just walk through, door opens, and you get out, door closes behind you. When you want to come back in, boom. Easy peasy. I really love this automatic door design. What I actually might move these pressure plates in just a little bit more for the simple reason of right now when you come in, you are going to walk over these, which means the door is going to open again behind you. And if you're running away from like a creeper or a zombie or something, that might let them in. So I think if I move these in just a little bit more, I can jump over them if I have to in a pinch to make sure the door closes behind me. There we go. So the pressure plates on the inside are a little bit further in now. And that means that if I'm out here working, a zombie starts following me, I can just run in, jump over those. If I make the jump, maybe I need to do something with this and get in safely. So now we just need to purdy this thing up a little bit, and for that I'm going to use some more spruce and terracotta. So I'm going to put some spruce there, and I'll put some spruce here, and then fill this in with terracotta. So it looks like it's just an extension of the building. Same thing, I'll put some spruce here on the corner and fill the gap in there with terracotta. And inside this thing we're also going to do terracotta like this. The fact that I left it open in the middle doesn't mean anything. I could have filled it in. There's just really no point because you're never going to go in there. So we'll do the same thing on this side. And this side we can actually do a little bit differently because our storage building is going into the side of the mountain. And so we don't have to do... Sorry, sometimes it's hard for me to talk and click at the same time. So we don't have to do this entire wall over here. We can do some terracotta there. And I guess we might as well. We'll do some spruce there. We don't have to do the other side though. Now up here on top, we're going to do a very similar design to the rest of the roof. We'll just do some dark oak slabs there. Do dark oak slab there. See, I think we'll just do some normal dark oak there and there, some planks. And on the top of this thing, I want to create sort of an arch. And so let's do dark oak like that. Is that going to be big enough? Yeah, I would like to take this up one more block, but since our door is only 2 blocks tall, I want this to come up to the door. So we'll just do 2 blocks. So it creates this sort of archway leading in. You can see the sticky pistons through the glass. That's unfortunate, but I don't really care. I'm not that worried about it. Then on the inside, we'll do the same thing. We'll put some stairs here and here. And then I guess we'll take out that. Maybe we fill it in with terracotta. Yeah, that's fine. That's good. I like that. I think I'll do the same thing out here. I'll do terracotta there and there. And then maybe we'll do some dark oak there. And then we'll just cap this whole thing off with planks. So what are we thinking from the outside? That's pretty cool. I like it. I like it. Yeah. So what we'll do, I'll probably need to extend the ground out here a little bit more. Maybe do some stairs so it's a little bit easier to get into. But yeah, we'll just walk in. And we're in our storage building. When we're ready to leave, we just run back out again. And we might get caught in the glass if we're not fast enough. But that's okay. We can make it. Alright, now I'm just going to copy this door design on the other side. Alright guys, we are done with our storage building and check it out. Obviously I did some decorating on the outside. That looks so much better. I can't stand just plain flat walls like that was before. So of course threw in some lighting, and of course it's going to be lanterns. Not torches, lanterns. I love lanterns. Lanterns look so good on the outside of buildings. Threw in some flowers, some flower beds. Yeah, just went crazy with some decorating on the outside. Bone meal the ground, replaced a lot of the stone with grass to really liven the thing up a lot. I might cut back into the stone a little bit more over here. I wanted to keep this hill, and I still do, but I don't know. I think it's fine. It's fine. It's fine, yeah. And then of course we've got our automatic doors into our storage building. Threw in a couple of paintings just to add a little bit of color on the inside. I decided to keep the torches inside. I actually like the way the torches look in here rather than using lanterns. I think it makes it feel sort of rustic and cabiny, especially with all the wood that we have going on in here. Yeah, I like the the torch. Now I'm saying torches instead of lanterns and lanterns instead of torches. Come on, Dave. And then yeah, just some more flowers and decorations on the other side. And this thing looks great. I'm really happy with this. I think this is a really good first building for our new base. It's also going to be our home for a while. This has got our bed, it's got our workstations, it's got all of our supplies. So this is just where we're going to be camping for a little while. Maybe I'll build myself my own little cottage cabin house somewhere else that's not the storage room later. Probably not, because this whole base is really all about the villagers. It's not about me, it's about them. So I can be happy in my little storage room for now while I build this thing up for the villagers. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm happy to finally be done with this storage building. Not that it took a long time, but I was worried it was going to take a long time with the automatic doors and putting a second floor on there. So we just kind of simplified the build a little bit. I think it's perfect for our needs. I think it looks great. I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I hope you are too. So thanks y'all for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit that like button, and while you're down there, feel free to subscribe so you'll get notified of future episodes as they come out. Thanks y'all, and have a great day.